Okay. So CUR dip down a little bit here before the open. CHFS is looking weak. So right now, I really don't have anything that I'm particularly excited about, which is not how I want to start the day, but uh, it is what it is, and we'll just watch the high day momentum scanner. So that's the game plan right now, with about 30 seconds to the bell, just to watch the scanners.
JAGX. JAGX.
So a little bit of a pop on both of them. CHFS popping up a tiny bit.
Ford.
CUR popping up a little bit as well.
Cone.
All right, well, a little bit of a slow open. PME, we were saying, maybe keep an eye on, but I
Rex.
wasn't that interested. Cone, yeah, that was up yesterday, but it didn't hold its gains very
SELB.
well. So same with here, HEAR.
SELB.
SELB,
SELB. SELB.
gap down reversal. I'm going to leave that alone. Got to be quick today to pull up stocks that hit the
SELB.
scanners, because very quickly we could have something rip, and we want to make sure if we do, we're able to jump in it.
John. Cone. Cone. Cone.
CHFS.
Cone. Cone.
I mean, there's a scalp if it got over 15, opening range breakout type of thing, but it would just be kind of a quick trade. It's not well sustained, I don't
Cone.
think. Maybe from 15 to 25. Okay, I'm long. No, I didn't get filled. I tried to get in at 15. I didn't get filled. So I'd be selling half right here. And I'd be out the rest break even.
John.
Just a little opening range breakout. That probably would have been a $300 winner. So now I'd watch it over 25. Hidden seller at 20, as you can see.
DLPN.
So watch over 25. Little false breakout there.
ZX.
Tap the high of
Gov.rt.
27. I see cone, but I'm not sure about it.
Atom.
A hidden seller, Rich, is when I see a lot of buyers, but the seller's not moving out of the way.
Coda.
Raymond, dude, gotta disable your chat again, man. We don't trade trip zero stocks in the room, and you know that.
Coda. SELB. SELB. Cali.
CHFS. Yeah, I mean, we need to get over 27. Again, SELB is a gap down reversal, so I'd leave that one alone. B.
CHNR.
It needs to get over 59, but if it can break
NYSC.
that level, there might be something there.
NYSC, NYSC. ALN.
Wait on a 1 minute pullback, I'm thinking. High is now 55. Just watching for a pullback entry. It's the 200 moving average is at 59, so it's just a level to watch.
NYSC.
All right, I'm long at 58 on
SLS.
MYSZ.
NYSC, NYSC.
And I'll just keep adding on this for a possible squeeze up towards. I'm going to add again at 70 here, or for the break of 70. Added at 68. Added again at 70. So now we're breaking over the 200 moving average, which is what we wanted to see.
Gut.RT.
We'll see what this does up here. Is where I would add. So watch over 69.
ZX, ZX.
So the high is 69. This is the 1 minute pullback. So watch now for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which will be over 67.
PPSI. LIQT.
Stopped out at 48. Ouch.
SELB, SELB, SELB. SELB, SELB. LEVB. 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 LEVB.
I don't usually trade gap down reversals because usually they don't hold up very well. This one's doing better than most, but usually they don't. They have too much selling pressure.
IMH. SELB. 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 Kvonwa.
Yeah, the high was 205. It's still below the 200 moving average.
EPIX.
$340 on CHFS was the pre-market high. Well, I guess it wasn't. It was 344, but that's kind of the level I was watching. I was watching pre-market highs.
NVIV.
I wouldn't take it for a swing trade. Just for me, I don't like gap down reversals, and then uh, it just I don't know. If there's something you like there, but your stop is the low of today's candle, which is 844. That's pretty far away.
CNTF.
Yeah, I see DNR. A 395 million share float though. That's way too high. Yeah, it might not have halted because it was still a little too early in the morning.
NVIV.
You see cone popping up a little bit. To me, the spreads are pretty big. It looks hard to trust. Go back down to 562 before you know it.
Tick. cone, 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 cone,
Take a little scalp on cone, just because it's hitting the scanners. I wouldn't be in, but since it's hitting the scanners, I'm long cone for a scalp.
load,
Yesterday's high was 769. If it can get over 7, I would add on cone. So this is the first 1 minute micro pullback. Just added on cone at 74. So traders would usually look at this type of thing and say, all right, it's starting to open up. I'll jump in. And now most likely it's going to squeeze up. So my entry was at the $0.50, 46, anticipating the break of the $0.50. And I tried to add on this 1 minute little micro pullback, but I only got filled 250 shares. You know, the thing is, yesterday's high is 769. Right now, get where we're halted, we're not that far off of that level. I mean, we opened kind of low. It didn't hold up well yesterday, but we bounced off 522, and now it's back at 674. So I'd put an order at $7 on this one to add coming out of this halt.
NOVN, load, 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 load.
So I still don't have, I'm not in full size. I'm still in only partial size. Yeah, I can turn off my cam. There you go. All right, so halt was at 9:51 and 30 seconds. Yep, I'm still here. So, you know, the thing
CNTF,
on cone is that you had this sort of wedge here in the opening range. So this is just an opening range breakout. If you look on the 5-minute chart, you can see the opening range right there. So it's an opening range breakout with resistance at 770. So it's a continuation setup. I would look for a scalp to add over 670 or sorry, 670. I would add over 670, but I would also add over $7.
C&A,
At 7. And so if it opens lower, I'll just press the buy button. If it opens higher, uh, then I'll use my hotkey to get in. Shift 1, 2,500 shares. About 30 seconds till resumption here. Watching resumption. Looks like it might be a 10-minute halt. I see 7:30 on the bid, but we'll see. You see the bids and the ask move around during a halt. Right now, my level 2 shows $7 by 727, 703 by 727. Once it opens, sometimes it can open totally different from that. It's not always indicative of where it'll open. So sometimes it'll say $20, and that's obviously not. Sometimes it'll say 0, and that's not. It's not going to open at 0. So it's not really a exact science. It's kind of hard to know. Cone should resume in about 3 minutes at 10:01 and 30 seconds is resumption. Resumption about 1 minute away. All right, so my level 2 right now shows 702 by 728. Again, not really sure where it'll open, but since I see 728 on the ask, I'm going to move my order up to 750 for an add over 750. And I can always get in at $7. If it opens at 7, I'll add at 7. My limit order is ready at 750,
Cone,
so
cone,
I can add
cone, cone,
up
cone,
there.
cone,
So the
cone.
highest will be
Rib
750. Just add it at 724. Sold half. So my average is
EUZI.
671 now. And I'm still holding 1,600 shares, and I'm adding right now at 89. Adding at 89 here for a scalp up over what I think will be a break of $8. So you see those buyers at 89? I think this will break 8.
Cone, cone, cone.
Got my order ready to add again here. Just add it again for the break over $8. So there we go. Holding still 1,800 shares, scaled out of my ad. So now we have a high of just over 8. And we broke yesterday's high. So high is 828. So I'll put an order at 828. Still holding 1,300 shares with an average of 768. Waiting right now for a decent 1 minute micro pullback for an opportunity to add. Usually we want to see one red candle. The problem is one red candle could bring us all the way back down to 750, as you can see right here. So it depends on how far it drops. Right now I'm still holding, waiting for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. High of this current candle is 808 with 20 seconds left. So I'm going to put my order at 8 for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. This candle has 7 seconds left on it. Just added at 7 for the break over 7 in the 70s for the break back over 8. For looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. New average is 790. I would add over 825 probably. A little bit of churn here. Gotta get over 810, 815 probably.
CYHHZ.
We're still kind of forming a 1 minute pullback. We did make a new high there to 815. So 815 is the level that needs to break. Put an order at 820.
SLNO.
So there's 8, 805, 820. There we go. Stopped out with $8,194 profit. There's a higher likelihood this will be a false breakout.
Alt.
Keep it on watch.
Alt.
So we've got a double top right here, excuse me, around 728. So 728 is where I'll put my next order. We got our opening range breakout there. I jumped in at 646, tried to add at 7. Just added at
Cone.
28. Fumbling a little bit on my hotkeys, but added at 28 for the break here. I want to see this pop up over the half dollar of 750, 850. So we've got 820. I want to see this break over 850.
JRJC.
So you see some buyers there at 35. So still watching for the break over 850. This is a 1-minute micro pullback after that little break on the 5-minute chart. So this candle's about to close with 15 seconds, and it has a high of 33.
JRJC.
So we know now over 33.35 is a spot to watch. Just added at 33.35 for a scalp right here. Whenever I do that type of ad, I want to see a break over the half dollar. It's just anticipating that first candle make a new high. We're still right at that half dollar spot.
Cone.
Just added at 47 for a little scalp over the half dollar. Scaled out now down just to 300 shares. High is 55. It's definitely a little bit of a churn here. It's bouncing up and down. This is a more difficult range to trade in than the way it was trading earlier. All right, stopped out of the rest for now.
CODX. STLRW.
High is 55. We've broken yesterday's highs. There's a scalp set up here, but it's getting riskier as it gets more and more extended. The 5-minute is not really set up right now. We've got 4 green candles in a row. It's sort of time for a 5-minute pullback, so I'm going to step back and wait for a 5-minute pullback, and then I can buy the bull flag off that pullback. So I'm up 9,500 on Cone and down 2,400 on MYSZ, so net $7,000.
Cone.
So continuing to squeeze a little higher here. Doesn't really, it's getting a little bit more extended for me now for a safe entry.
Load. Cone.
Cone up 72% on the day.
Load. Cone. Cone. Load.
Cone over 9. 920 on the ask. I still feel that I need to wait for a 5-minute setup. We've now got 5 green candles in a row from $6 to $9. You know, these are the type of moves that give us big wins, 9,500 in profit for me. So, you know, I'm going to be grateful for that big win and wait for a good opportunity to get back in if I see one that feels lower risk. Nice, Nathan, $13,000. Great job, man. This little churn around 855 I thought was sort of marking maybe the high and needing to pull back there, but it got a little bit more momentum. But notice on the 1 minute the volume is decreasing. So that's always a little bit of a red flag. You know, when you see that decreasing volume, just have to be a little bit more careful there. $13,600 on Cone. from Kendrill. Nice. Good job. $35,000. Nice job, man. I mean, these are big moves from $6 to $9. That's $3 per share. So that is massive. So now this is looking a little bit more like a beginning of a pullback. We've got the doji forming at the highs. So we're going to let it pull back. The thing with these is that a healthy pullback could come all the way back down to 8. I mean, this could be a fairly, steep pullback as the 9 moving average curls up. So this one, I traded MYSZ in my IRA, made $305. Didn't trade Cone in my IRA, just traded it in my main account. I chose the wrong one for the IRA, but that's the way it goes. Thing is, Cone is a little more expensive, so I couldn't have taken as much size. And it was a little riskier with that entry there. Even my first entry at the $0.50, there was a little bit more risk on that. I might have been willing to take the risk because I was red on the day. KBSF I see. KBSF, very light on volume. Just keep an eye on it. My starter was 5,000 shares on Cone. And then I was adding and selling and adding and selling from that point. I think the most I never had more than 10,000 on it, so I don't know what the most was I had. Maybe close to 10,000 at one point. Yeah, 2,500 shares at a time for my ads. So I did 43 executions on Cone, 43 individual trades, times $2.50 per trade. You know, not a big deal, but $100 in commissions at least. So that's getting in, selling half, getting back in, selling half, selling quarter, getting back in, selling quarter, selling half, getting back in, doubling, selling more. You know, it's just that creates a lot of commissions, a lot of, churn there in that way, but $7,000 is a good day. So plus 9,000 yesterday, plus 32,000 last week. That's $50,000 in 7 days, 6 days of trading. So these are the hot streaks that we need to give us a little bit of a cushion for the inevitable slow periods that we'll see in the market. We will see slow periods again. But then we got Cone. I wouldn't do a 1-minute setup on Cone up here because it's now needing to form a 5-minute pullback. We do 1-minute setups usually when it's kind of like the first 1-minute pullback. So around $8 we did one, a little bit around $8.55, the first and second, those are fine. But up here it's starting to get too extended for a safe 1-minute entry. So now we want to do a 5-minute entry. So the high of this candle, the last 5-minute was 936 with a low of 846. It's a pretty big candle, 90 cents. This may need to pull back. We would like to see 2 or 3 red candles before buying the first candle to make a new high. Carlos, my commissions are $250 per trade. So 53 total trades today times 250. About $125 or something. 132.50. You can grow your IRA without any how much an IRA can grow. IRAs are just they're not taxed, so. All right, so the high of this candle now, this is a little tricky. I don't usually like to, I'm not a buyer here. This is it's always a little disappointing when I see this type of thing happen because it can kind of screw up the pattern. We like to see 2 to 3 red candles in a row before the first candle to make a new high. Sometimes they don't wait. They just kind of start to open up for whatever reason. Maybe some traders get FOMO. Someone starts to get squeezed out to the short side and they cover. So now you've got this high of 920, and the 1 minute is kind of a funny looking chart. I'm still certainly watching it, but I don't want to buy until we get the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, and I would have preferred
BLNK.
a couple of red candles in a row. So we'll see what this does. So William, if your account drops below the PDT level, you can only swing trade until it's back up above 25,000. My IRA right now is at $18,463 plus the 300 today will be 18,700 bucks. I'm limited to 3 trades per week. So I've already taken 2 this week. I've got 1 left, and once I'm above 25,000, I can trade in it as much as I want. But this platform, or maybe it's Interactive Brokers, is not good for scalping. So I really can only, even though once I'm above 25K, I'll be able to trade as much as I want, but I still can't take fast trades because the routing is too slow for me. I don't know why that is, but it's just very slow. So, all right, so this is making new highs. Again, like I said, not a setup that I would buy because it's not, we don't have a 1-minute pullback really. It's just kind of just took off. It is the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, but it didn't give us 2 red candles. We needed 2 red candles at a minimum.
Hunt.
We're coming up on 10:30 here. Lightspeed said they're working on adding settlement margin. Yes, for IRAs. So I'm basically just trading in this one to try to get it above 25K with my 3 trades per week. I'm not going to try to be a hero and be really, really aggressive. And just keep trying to grow the account and then switch it to Lightspeed once I can use their platform to be more aggressive. So they may not have it running until summer, maybe sometime before they have settlement margin on their IRAs, and so I'll just keep slowly growing my my account here until that happens. So this is a 1-minute micro pullback after that fresh breakout. It's a little bit easier to establish risk on it. The high is 950. That would have been your entry. The low of this candle is 912. But it's a 38-cent stop. So, or something, whatever, 38 cents. Barbara, yes, it's based on my sell orders. So I've pressed the sell button twice this week and gotten filled. So those created 2 day trades. It's just sell orders, Tim. Because if you don't get hit for the buy order because they don't know, you might hold it overnight. So you just get hit with the sell order. So it's when you hit the sell and you create a day trade that you you have the 1-day trade. You can't short in IRA accounts. So this was a little bit of a premature 5-minute breakout. The problem for us is that it kind of ruined the opportunity to get back in for me on what I would consider a low risk entry. And now it's just kind of squeezing higher. So the volume is still decreasing, which is my kind of little red flag to be careful. Don't really want to buy up here with that volume decreasing. Sure, it looks interesting if it can break over 10 and start to really take off. But also remember, guys, this one doesn't have news. So being up 87% with no news, we have to keep in the back of our mind that some of these stocks can get halted on T12s, which is halted, pending the company releasing news about why their stock is up 86% today. So just be mindful of that. Even now, if I'm holding 2,000 shares, that's $18,000. If it does get halted, I could lose half of that. That's a $9,000 loss with just 2,000 shares.